What's going on, you guys? Thought I'll make another video. It is Thursday, paycheck day, settlement. I'll get paycheck for tomorrow, which would be nice. So is lease purchase, is it right for you? That is the question. Because everybody's finances is different, everybody's situation is different. There's a whole lot of variables that come into should you lease, should you not lease. So I'm going to kind of break it down for you guys and girls, so that way y'all can figure it out, whether is it a good fit or is it not. So the first thing you need to do is find a company that will fit you best. Find a company that will pay you some decent miles or percentage, whichever it is. Find the company that will get you home regularly or when you need to get home. If you're somebody like me that like to stay out 3 to 4 weeks, find a company that will fit you. Find that company that has the consistent freight, the miles, and can still get you home. Find the company that can get you the trucks you want. Do you want a Peterbilt? Do you want a Volvo? Do you want a Freightliner? Do you want an International? For a lot of people, that is a big factor. Next, find out how long the term of the loan is. If it's a 4-year loan, is it a 2-year loan, is it a 1-year loan? Find out all that, find out everything. Then, once you find all that stuff out, you want to find out, all right, how much am I going to bring home? Am I going to bring home $1,000 a week after all my expenses? And then you got to take out 25% in taxes. So that leaves you about, let's say, $750 a week, maybe $750, $800 a week. Then you want to figure out average. All right, I'm going to make $3,200 a month on average. Now I got to figure out, what are my expenses at the house? How much is my rent? How much is my car payment? How much is my utilities? You want to add all that stuff up. You want to calculate all that stuff up. And then you want to figure out, all right, I need to make this much a month to survive, to be upkept, to be able to run my business. Because as a lease purchase or owner operator, whatever you call it, you are your own boss. You run the miles you want to run. So let's say your expenses at home are $1,500 a month. All right, well, I know I need to make $1,500 a month to break even, and that's not including food. So you add another $300-$400. Now I'm at $1,900 a month to break even. So then you kind of want to figure out, all right, well, I need to make $3,200 a month to be able to make a profit in my or your pocket. So that way you don't want to be negative. You do not want to be negative. There's a lot of leasing companies out there that I've talked to and dealt with, and everything else, that you go home for a week and take a week off, you still got that truck payment. So you want to find a company that has a program to where you don't have a truck payment. The nice thing with my company is that when I go home, I don't have a truck payment. Yes, I still got my other costs like insurance and stuff like that. That's a reoccurring. But for a truck payment, I'm not paying $700 when I go back out. It doesn't work like that. So, as long as I know, like, hey, I'm going home in a week, I got a couple grand saved up in the bank, I can afford to take some time off. Or if you know you're going home and you have a 600 or 800 mile trip going home, save that trip for the next week. So this way you are not in the hole, and then when you go back out, you can still make a little bit of money. You got to remember, the way you do it is how you're going to operate your truck. The way I do it is how I operate my truck. So, you want to find all of the right things. Also, this is how I do it. Not everybody does it right the way I do it, or some people might do it. Because I have expenses, and all my expenses are tax write-off. Every month, I have an envelope for every month. And that includes my fuel receipts, that includes my truck parking, that includes whatever I buy for the truck, my food, whatever it is, whatever you buy. If you pay for truck parking every single day, then that expense goes in for that month. This way, when you get ready to file your taxes, you're not hurting. And if the government comes back and says, hey, we want to audit you because we don't think it's right, you got proof that, hey, this is what I spent, this is all my expenses, and you don't have to worry about that. So you definitely want to get with a really good tax person for your taxes as a truck driver. Because for me, I have an LLC. So with my LLC, I think, I got to file my taxes and do all that kind of stuff to make sure everything's up to date. Also, the thing that I noticed when I filed was, they don't tell you this. They do not tell you this in orientation anywhere you go. If you file yearly and you don't have enough expenses, you might get in trouble because you will get penalized for not filing quarterly. This is what my tax lady told me, was that if you do not file quarterly, you will get dinged harder on tax bracket, and you will pay more for not filing quarterly. So what I do is the envelope, every paycheck that comes out, because I am paying for my own fuel, I take what I pay for, what comes in my bank, I take $1,000 goes to my fuel, and the other $800 or $900 goes into my bank. So my $900 is what's taxed at 25 to 27%, and then I write down and keep somewhere organized that the other part is for fuel, so that way you don't get charged $2,000, which is a lot of money when it comes tax time. So instead of paying $2,000, you're paying $900. You kind of get the idea. This way, you are going to be successful. You're not going to have to worry about being in the hole when tax time comes and, oh man, I didn't save no money, I didn't put no money away, I owe $2,000 now on my taxes. You don't want to do that. So the way I do it, I got a checking account, savings account. One of these months when I come home, I have an EIN. I'm going to get a business account, so all my money goes into my business, and then I'm going to pay myself a salary. So I might switch my LLC to a corporation, whatever it's called, to where I can pay myself a percentage, and then I don't have to pay as much as taxes because it's a business. So like I said, I'm not a tax expert. It's just my advice. and you want to definitely go and get a tax person to make sure it's correctly for you, because every state is different on taxes. Some states don't have state tax. I pay state, federal, Social Security, and I think something else. So I'm like right around the 25% tax bracket. So I do 27. That way, if I have a little extra money left over in that quarter, it goes on to the next quarter. So if I have $600, it's not going to me. It's not in my pocket. It's going for next quarter, so that way I'm okay. And then at the end of the year, if I have some money left over, then that's going to be my that'd be my vacation. So that'd be my vacation pay. So everybody does it different. You got to figure out what works for you. And I'm going to do a whole series of all this lease purchase stuff, and kind of give some tips and tricks, some stuff you may not know, some stuff you may know, especially for a lot of you new drivers that are coming in and only have a year of experience. You don't know anything about trucking. I'm going to help you out the best that I can. So hopefully y'all have a good rest of your week, and see you at it next time.